Everybody, Devin here. I got another video for us, or another scam call I'm gonna do here. I got another number. And before we start this call, I just want to say thank you to everybody. I really appreciate all the comments, the likes. I mean, I'm getting subscribers. It seems like pretty much every day now, which is really great. I really appreciate it. I just want to just say one thing real quick. Sometimes when somebody comments, I've had this happen to a few people. It'll say under moderation or something like that. That's not me doing that. YouTube has some weird auto filter thing. If it thinks it's spam, it'll put it under an auto filter thing that which then I have to go in and enable and all that, which is no big deal. But if I don't get back to you, that's because of that, and I will get back to you eventually. The only reason is because I usually when I reply back to comments, I do it on my phone. If for some reason the comments are likely for spam, I can't get to on my phone, and then usually I'll reply back in a few hours anyway. If it's held under spam, which is stupid, but I have to get on my computer and do it that way. But it's no big deal. But I just don't want you to think that I'm putting your comment under moderation, which I'm not. I don't. I mean, everybody has their own opinion, and I don't think comments should be put under moderation. Everybody has their own opinion, and you should be able to state it. So, but yeah, I appreciate all the support I've been getting from everybody, and all the tips and stuff I've been getting, and all the recommendations. I really appreciate all that, and thank you guys so much. So, I got another call to make. This one claims to be Outlook support, which I'm sure he's going to answer and say tech support. But he's probably going to tell me my computer has hacker and the usual stuff we've seen. But I just want to show you guys this is our Komodo log. I just did a scan not too long ago. As you can see, this is actually wrong. It's actually 4 o'clock, but you can see I did one about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago. Anyway, so the infection is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Good files, bad files, submitted files, 0. So this program's up to date, and there's nothing wrong. I'm sure the scammer's going to find something that isn't there, so anyway, let's start the call.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Ugh, it's one of these.
Thank you for calling tech support. How can I help you?
Hi, I hope you can help me out. My computer's running really slowly, and I can't figure out what's wrong with it. There might be a virus or something, I don't know. I got this computer a few years ago, and I mean, it takes forever to turn on, takes forever to turn off, and then opening and closing windows takes forever. Everything's just so slow.
Since how long have you been facing this problem, sir?
I don't know, I guess a few days. Maybe longer, I don't know. It just seems like over time it's got slower.
So have you made any changes to your computer lately?
No. No, I haven't. The only thing I do is I just read the news and I do my banking, that's about it.
Okay, sir. So, in order to further help you out, I would like to go ahead and take an online remote access session of your computer with your permission.
Okay.
So can you just go online, open up any browser you are comfortable with?
Okay. I have Chrome open. Will that work?
Yes, sir. So have a look at the top of your browser. Do you find an address bar at the top?
Yeah, I do.
So in the address bar, make sure that you have emptied it entirely before you could type anything in it.
Okay, hold on a minute. It's taking forever. Okay. Hello?
I'm here, sir. So once you have emptied the address bar, type in as I guide you. So type in L as in Lucy.
Okay.
O as in Oscar.
Okay.
G as in George.
Okay.
M as in Michael.
Okay.
E as in Edward.
Yep.
C as in Charlie.
Okay.
O as in D as in David,
Okay.
E as in Edward,
Okay.
.com.
Logmeincode.com. The site can't be reached.
Sir, it's not log me in code, it's logmecode.com.
Oh, okay. I screwed that up. My bad. Okay. It says join with the code. It
Well,
wants.
the code is a 4-digit number,
Okay.
2272.
2272. Okay.
Hit the arrow.
Okay. So what will this do?
This will allow me to connect to your computer, sir.
Okay.
The remote access session that I talked to you about.
What does that do? Is it?
That allows me to take over your computer, sir.
Oh.
I have the access to your computer now, so yes, so that allows me to take access to your computer.
Okay, I see.
So if you're able to see my mouse across your screen, that
yeah,
means
I
I
see
have
that.
connected to your computer.
Okay.
Yes, so normally, how are you experiencing your computer to be slow?
Just using it, going online, reading the news, doing my banking, everything just slow.
Alright. Would you mind if I try to restart the computer, sir?
Yeah, you can try that.
Okay. So now I cannot see your screen. And I will be able to see your screen once you are back connected to your computer. So as soon as it restarts, just let me know.
Okay. Okay, it restarted.
Okay, sir, I can see your screen now. Can you let me know of any other instances or experiences you have with your computer running very, very slowly?
Not that I know of, no. Just other than it might be a virus, I don't know.
Alright, so you would just like to check for some viruses?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what it is.
So let me check some of the configuration settings of your computer first.
Okay.
If the start menu applications are taking too much time to respond, then it could be that some of the start menu applications can be corrected, and we can access the registry values of your computer and the registry files, through which we can change some of the settings, some of the configurations of your computer. So have you ever been into the registry files of your computer before?
No.
Alright, so let me just brief you out a little about the registry files of your computer, sir. So
Okay.
basically, a registry file is just like a database hub of your computer, wherein all the settings and configurations of all the applications and programs are stored in. And the start menu bar, or the start menu startup settings that you would normally call it as, can be checked over here.
Okay. Are those viruses?
No, sir. Here we are looking at some of the settings of your computer in relation to the compatibility settings of startup settings. And if you're looking at the screen right now with these three files, now these files are the registry files of your computer that I referred to you earlier on. And if you are looking at these values, now these are the registry values of your computer, but we only need the registry value for the default settings, and I'm sure this can provide us with all the information either to check if all the settings are correctly in place, or in order to make sure that we have some modifications
Okay.
to those settings.
So those other two settings bad then?
These are not, no sir.
Oh,
Well, these
okay.
are not required as of now, but we only need the default settings to access the major ones. However, if you see quite closely here, the value for the default setting is missing out, as it says value not set. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can.
Well, actually, instead of value not set, there should be a value, just like the two other files. So it means that the two other files are configured properly, but the default settings has been compromised.
Oh,
So,
is that, what do you mean by compromise? Is it something you take it or what?
well, it has been changed due to some unknown reasons, other than if you have changed the default settings yourself. Have you made any changes to your computer in recent times which were as huge as changing the registry and the
No,
default settings?
no.
Right, then I think there could be some suspicious activities going on in the computer which can really slow the performance of your computer down. And changes to the registries can bring in severe repercussions to the entire computer, not only to the startup settings that we referred to earlier on, as it can also lay impact on some of the applications that are normally used to access internet, or those apps which normally uses data to operate.
Okay.
And the only solution to this problem is by checking through some of the record files in the computer and coming across some bunch of record files which can provide us information about any activities which have been performed in the computer
Okay.
without our prior knowledge, and
So,
that can allow us to lay a firm foundation about any activities which might be creating all the trouble, such as changing
okay.
these settings.
I really
So
appreciate you
how
doing
often?
this. I didn't know anything
Thank.
about this,
Hmm.
but thank you.
So you're welcome, sir. So how often do you access this computer on a given day, sir?
I usually get on it every day after work just to read the news, and I check up on my banking and stuff, but that's really about it. I don't do a whole lot. It's a little netbook. One of those tiny laptops.
Right.
So what was your name?
Michael?
Oh, nice to meet you, Michael.
Same here, sir.
My name is Tyler.
I beg your pardon, sir?
My
I
name
didn't
is
catch that.
Tyler.
Tyler. How's your day going on, sir?
Oh, pretty good. How about yours?
Pretty good.
That's good. So what is this you got open?
Well, here we are going to check all the files in your computer, all those activities that can be termed as illegal in your computer, and we can also check for the values which have been changed, and can also trace down those particular activities which can resemble those changes. And
Okay.
now, if you are looking at the screen, you can find all these information files, and they are pretty handy because we can use these files in your computer
Okay.
to have all the information. But I think we have too many files over here than I actually anticipated.
Is that a
And
bad
we
thing?
also, oh my goodness. Now,
what?
if you're looking at the screen over here, sir,
Oh, this thing's irritating. Okay, what?
if you are looking at the number of events, which says 435, well, that actually means there are certain applications amounting to 435 in number, which are actually running in this computer right now.
Are those 435 hackers or viruses?
There could be some suspicious third-party applications. They could be hacker applications that might be running in your computer, sir. Because if you see, not all the files are information in nature. Some of them are warnings, and some of them are critical, and errors too. Right there was an error, and they could all be the suspicious third-party applications that I assumed when I saw the changes to the registries. Because changes to the registries cannot be just done by the user, because he's not really into changing any settings which can harm the computer,
Right.
or any technique will not even dare to change those because he knows the repercussions. And I'm afraid this can happen due to daily activities that you might be performing in the computer. So let me ask you a very quick question before I could proceed further from here, sir. Now, do you browse any social networking websites such as Facebook, MySpace, or Go Online to browse some information on Google or YouTube on this computer?
Yeah, I go on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you purchase anything online from the online shopping websites,
Yeah.
such as Facebook or such as Amazon or eBay websites?
Yeah, I go on eBay and I buy some things. Sometimes Amazon.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, the only purpose of me asking you all these questions were to understand more about the online activities that are going on these days. Because whenever you go onto pages such as YouTube, or when you purchase something online, you may come across some pop-ups or some advertisements, and it is these advertisements which can be difficult to get rid of at times, providing you with the pop-up which can take over the entire screen.
Okay.
Now, some of these pop-ups can also open up in some other window which can run at the back end of your computer, and you might not be recognizing any of these activities unless you have planned to shut down the entire computer or end the day's work. And that can happen with all the providing you with all these third-party applications, which in turn can take the form of these critical errors and warnings that you see over here. And if you can see, one of them is critical message. Now that suggests all these activities have taken a level which can be termed as critical in your computer, along with all these errors and warnings. Now, all these are the third-party applications, and surprisingly, your antivirus program didn't support this. Because I was hoping that if you have an antivirus program,
I do.
it should definitely take care of.
Does it not work?
Activities.
Does it not work?
And well, I'm pretty sure that any antivirus program that you purchase in the market is able to provide you with ultimate protection. Even it be Norton or McAfee or even Kaspersky, all of these are very good in terms of protecting you against virus applications or virus threat. But in this case, I don't think any antivirus program will be able to protect you, because they are just incapable of providing you that support, that service.
So is my antivirus not work then? Is it a bad one?
I wouldn't say it's a bad one, sir. I'm just suggesting that in general, any antivirus program will not be able to help you in this, because this is related to critical spyware IP attack program which can directly hijack your computer even without letting you know that there has been an attack.
So
This can all
there's
happen at the background.
so there's spyware and hackers and viruses then? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and there's the huge difference between viruses and spyware, sir, because spywares cannot be traced down so easily as viruses can, and there's no particular application which can give you an indication about spyware applications which might be running inside the computer. So we need to make sure that we have a live technician who can help you every single time on this,
Okay.
because with Windows 10, actually, we have seen these cases that when people have upgraded to Windows 10, of course, we are not in Windows 10, but generally, as the saying goes, when we are in Windows 10, then we have seen all these critical third-party applications coming up in lately because all these third-party applications cannot be traced down by people themselves, and they think that their computer is protected, whereas their data that they use in the computer, the data that they access, is almost traceable by these third-party applications, and which they're not aware of, and it can be really dangerous to the security of on the whole. And that's what we are going to do because on this case, I'll just directly transfer your call to a senior technician and make sure that he works upon the computer and ensures that he provides you service for the entire 1 year at least, fixing all the problems and making sure that he provides you with some more tools other than just an antivirus program which can monitor the computer and let you know of any malwares or trojans that are attacking the computer. So just bear with me. Let me provide you the access to the level 3 technician, sir. And before I could transfer your call to a senior level 3 technician, I would like to make sure that I provide you with some basic information such as a toll-free number as well as a reference ID number so that you can stay in touch with our level 3 technician and he can always guide you and provide you with all the assistance that he has to offer you.
Okay.
However, since the problem is very critical in your computer related to spyware third-party applications, I'm afraid in order to provide you service from our level 3 technician, sir, there will be a one-time basic fee involved. So, are you okay with a one-time basic fee?
Yeah. So what are the third-party applications you're talking about? Are those hackers? You said there's spyware and third-party applications. A third party a hacker?
Yes, sir, there are third-party hackers who are trying to hack into your computer. But it is a gradual process as compared to any other spyware that can attack your computer. This is a very gradual process so that you're not aware of any of these activities, and they can happen on a daily basis,
So
gradually attracting these third-party applications in your computer.
so what you're saying that there's no programs to track the spyware? Is what you're saying?
Well, if there was, then I think you would be the first one to know about this when you realize that you have a slow computer and a potential virus threat. Because if you were aware of any spyware activities before, then um, I think markets would have a high number of sales on these programs which can protect you against these spyware IP attack um, third-party applications. However, that is not the case here because this wasn't happening till lately. This wasn't happening with a lot of computers until about today, when we are in time and age wherein more and more computers are getting infected with the spyware, and not many companies which work with protection tools are aware of these activities too, which adds as a tremendous boost for these people to attack and take away control of the computer. And that's what we are here to prevent. We are here to make sure that we prevent these third-party applications from gaining any more control over the activities or the computer that, on the whole, that is it is so risky. It can take away almost all the data that you have in the computer.
Okay.
So let me provide you with those details, sir, which I talked to you about, and you will have a customer ID with you for the entire 1 year from now, and this customer ID will be with you, which you can use to contact a level 3 technician And I will also provide you a toll-free number so that you can reach out our level 3 technician directly instead of going through me every single time. But for the entire 1 year tech support from here, it is just going to cost you around $199.99 for the entire 1 year tech support, sir. So you can call us unlimited number of times, and this will be free of charge for the entire 1 year. Once you have the support with our level 3 technician.
Okay. So, okay.
So would you like to have support for just 1 year, sir, or maybe more than 1 year, because that will be beneficial to you on long run?
Do you guys have a website I can look at by chance so I can save it for later?
Well, you can take a screenshot of the screen. I think this should help you.
No, I mean
Later on.
actual, website, like a,
I beg your pardon, sir, but I didn't quite get what you actually meant.
is their website macrofix.com? Is that what it is?
Yes,
Okay.
that's right. So you can look it up if you would like to.
Oh, no, I'm alright. I just want to know what it was.
As you can see, this is for the entire 1 year, and if you would like to, we can also provide you service for more than 1 year if you are really trying to use the best of the services that we have to offer you with, sir.
Okay.
Because if you want to have support for maybe more than 1 year, let's say 2 years, then it is going to cost you only $299.99, wherein it is going to make sure that you have support with our level 3 technician for the entire 2 years and saving another $100, because for 2 years it is going to cost you only $299, whereas for 1 year it will be $199 for 1 year.
Okay. Okay.
So if you're interested for 2 years, then probably we can make sure we provide a service for 2 years right away, rather than wasting another $100 for extending service later on for another year.
So what should I what do you think I should do then?
Well, it's up to you, sir. It's up to you to decide. But I would recommend you to have service for at least 2 years now, because it is going to help you tremendously in future. As you will be saving $100 today, you will also have all the tools and all the softwares installed which can protect you from malwares. Of course, you have malware bytes, but that is not really going to help you. And level 3 technician will be helping you out every month by taking the online session just as I did, and protecting your computer now by conducting a PC tune-up every single month.
Okay. Alright, then I guess we can go for the whatever 2 year, whatever one you said.
Alright, sir. Just give me a moment. Alright, sir. So you can just go ahead and fill out this information over here, and this will automatically generate a customer ID for you. And I will provide you the customer ID as well as the toll-free number for you to stay in touch with our level 3 technician then.
Okay. Alright, hold on. I gotta find my information. I just moved here to a new state, so I have everything written down yet, so I don't memorize everything just yet.
Okay, sir, take your time.
Oops. What was that?
I beg your pardon, sir.
What was that horrible squeak?
Not to worry, sir. That's the one chair that we have in our office, which always makes noise. So.
I'll tell it to shut up. Yell at it.
Well, I'm afraid
Oh, I
it
know.
can be because
Want something done, you gotta yell at it. Yell at the chair. Okay. Oh, I see, okay. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry for my slow typing.
that's fine, sir. You can just take your time.
Oh, oops.
So before you could proceed, sir, can you also fill in the information such as your confirm email address and a temporary password for today?
Okay.
Just one more thing, sir. Now, do you have a middle name or a middle initial on your card?
No, I don't.
Okay, so if you don't, then you can just continue to check all the information that you have provided before you could click on checkout. So just make sure that all the information is correct, and then you can continue. All right, sir. So just give it a moment. I think it might take about 1 minute or so to proceed further, and if the transaction is declined, then not to worry because it might be due to some spelling errors in here somewhere.
I don't think I made a mistake. I think everything's right.
Mm-hmm. I really appreciate your time and patience over here, sir.
Oh no,
And I would
it's
just
not
like
you.
you to.
It's not you. I just.
Okay, there was something wrong with that. Let me see. So can you try to enter the information once again, sir?
Yeah, just a second. I gotta find my card to put it away. Crap, where did I put it at? Just a second. Okay, I found it again. I always put things and they run away from me. I don't know where I put them at. What happened? Was something... Did it decline or something?
I think so, sir. If because the page didn't come up actually, I think there was some page break. So let's try it again, and if it doesn't work, we might change the browser entirely and see if it works then.
Hopefully. I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't work.
It should definitely work, sir, but
Doesn't make
it could be
sense.
the compatibility with browser too. So since you're using Internet Explorer browser, it might be the whole version. So that's the only reason why it might just not come up.
Oh, well. Alright.
But it looks like the transaction was declined, sir. So, would you mind if I ask you if you have any other card with you?
No, I don't.
Hmm. Because right now it says no issuer found, so it may be that the address might be a new one that you're on, or the card might be with an old address. So, can you just check if the billing address is correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, sorry.
So, do you have a middle name or a middle initial on the card?
No, I don't.
Okay. So let's try it one more time, sir. If it doesn't work, then we can just continue working on the computer, and after we are done, we can proceed with the transaction.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, yeah, go ahead, try one more time.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find my card again. Okay, so I know this is a scam. There's a couple things I want you to explain to me real quick, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry, sir.
I know this is a scam, and there's a couple things I want you to explain to me really quickly here, if you don't mind. There's a couple things.
Well, I don't get this. This is definitely not a scam, because I think whatever we have done here is completely authentic
Okay.
and transparent. If you
But
would like to call it
see,
that.
this is what I'm not understanding here. Is what you told me. You went to registry editor, and you said that the value wasn't set, which is completely normal. That value is not normally set. That's not because of hacker. You also I love how you said that there's spyware on this computer, and that there's no program to track spyware when there's a well-known program called Spybot, which I'm sure you've heard of. My internet security is working just fine. Let me show you something. I ran a scan
Go ahead.
here less than an hour ago. I want to show you something. This antivirus, I'm sure you don't know, has a bunch of features on it, including a third-party firewall, which if there was a hacker trying to connect, it would detect that. Do you see anything in here that says suspicious activity blocked? Where it says anything? You notice how everything says 0? Now, bear in mind, I have this entire thing recorded on audio and video, and I'm still currently recording what you're doing. Your website, this is what I found funny, is that when you went to your website, it even says up here, unsecure website. It literally says certificate expired. It said that in Chrome, and it said that here. Explain this to me. If there was hackers trying to connect this computer, why would I actually type my card information inside this browser? And also if there was an unsecure website, explain that to me. I'd like to know that.
Well, sir, the kind of
Tumbleweed
business we're doing
silence.
here is completely transparent. Now, if you would like to have support from us, if the problem gets critical, then there is a charge.
Okay, that's
Now,
another thing you
irrespective
did.
of what you think.
Is you went
Irrespective of what
you went to Event Viewer and you said those errors were viruses and hacking intrusions or spyware, whatever you said. That is a complete lie. Those errors are completely normal errors inside my computer that you'd find in any sort of computer. That critical error you were talking about was a kernel shutdown because I forced shut down this virtual machine because it was unresponding. That is not a hacking intrusion. Also, your website host is GoDaddy.com, which I'll be emailing for scamming and use this video as evidence. And I also found your other fake website, iSupportHelp.com, which is also hosted by GoDaddy, which I'll be reporting to. And this logmein code that we've used, I'll also report that to logmein and make sure that gets shut down. The registered person under the website, I can't pronounce his name because it's, you thought, I can't figure things out here, you're just invincible and stuff. But the registered name for this website, let me show you here. Oops, that's not right. My copy and paste isn't working. Does that look familiar to you? I'm sure you're going to say no.
If you know the answer, then of course there's no point asking, sir. And if you would like to have
You know, I also like something too is
no, please let
on
me
your
know,
on the
because all of these-
transaction
all of
thing.
these are
It even said
like
that your server failed to connect, which gave your
No,
IP
because
address,
you're
which
just
I have
wasting your time
recorded.
here,
So that
It's
was
whatever you
real
want
bright.
like to call, because if you're trying to record this, then please go ahead.
No,
Submit
it
with
is
somebody who's
recorded,
reputable
and
enough for
don't
them to
worry.
discuss,
And
because
you know, I'm gonna be
otherwise
uploading this to the public, and all the information I found about your scam company, I'm gonna be reporting.
So please feel free, because I think you're employed for the same reason. And if
Do
you
you
would like
know
to
you work
leave
for a
us
scam
alone,
company, Michael? I'm sure. I
then
know that's not
please,
your real
yeah,
name.
go.
I
Yeah,
know that's not
right
your real
ahead,
name,
yeah.
but yeah, I do you know you working for a scam company? Did your employers ever tell you?
Please. If you would
Please
like
what?
to have some help from us, like a genuine help, then we can provide you with, sir.
No.
Otherwise, you can just
So okay, so what you're
leave us
saying?
alone.
No. What you just said was if I'd like genuine support. So what you're saying is we have to go through the scam first before I get genuine support. Now that I know it's a scam, you want to give me genuine support. Now that you know it's recording, that I'm still recording everything you're saying. Now you want to give me genuine support? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I also like how you said Malwarebytes doesn't do anything. Yeah, that's you're the brightest bulb in the pack. You are the brightest bulb in the pack. Malwarebytes doesn't do anything. What, now I gotta go on hold so you can ask other scammers what to do next?
Thank you for calling, sir.
Oh, now you're gonna hang up. Now you're gonna hang up because you got nothing to say? Or what? Oh, look at that. End of remote session. Alright, well, I figured you'd have nothing to defend yourself with, so, you know, can I ask you
Well, there's no
something?
point, sir.
Can I
There's
ask you
no point,
something?
because
When you wake up
whatever
every
we
morning,
have
I mean,
here-
I'm sure you have a wife and kids. When you wake up every morning, I mean, what do you say? Oh, God, you know, I feel great today. I'm going to scam a bunch of people, a bunch of innocent people. I'm going to go out and scam them today, you know? I mean, how do you feel when you know, for
whatever you
example,
could call it, sir.
how do you feel, for example, when you take someone's payment?
We are here not to scam people.
Yes,
but to
you are.
provide
I just
genuine
showed you
support.
the
And
evidence that it
if you
was a
would like to
scam.
think of
And
that
you
way,
know,
then it's up to you, sir.
you know,
Because we
you know, okay, then
care.
okay, explain
We
this to
don't
me.
care.
Then why
If you-
is your
if you would
website
like
an
to have
unsecure
support, then please go
server?
ahead. Otherwise, you can hang up
Excuse
your
me, an unsecure
Oh, sir,
site.
you're not being respectful. First of
I'm
all.
not being respectful. Okay, because I get tired of people like you scamming innocent people. Maybe that's why. You know,
Maybe because you call people and waste your time.
you know, it
and
doesn't
ours
matter
too.
why I called or if you called me. I proved you a scammer.
it
The reason
absolutely
why I
matters
called
why
is
you call,
completely irrelevant
Because
now.
we people are
And you
here
know,
on a
I'm
job,
actually
sir.
glad I
Don't-
wasted your time because now that I've wasted your time, you can't scam anybody innocent. You know, I wasted, 40 minutes of your time thinking you're going to get a buck from me, which you didn't. So I just wasted 40 minutes of your time from scamming innocent people. You claim to be Outlook support, where I've got your number from off YouTube. You claim to be Outlook support, which you're not Outlook support. When you answered, you did not say this is Outlook support. You said tech support. And I also found, like I said, both your fake websites. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say to you. Everything that I found about your scam companies can be posted publicly. So anybody can do whatever you want, and anything that you want to with, and it'll be posted on YouTube. So my subscribers, if you get prank called all the time, have your time wasted even more, that is not my problem. They're going to be, trust me, these people that are subscribed to my channel, including my partner, we don't mess around here with you people. We get really irritated. And I know one person in my comments section that would definitely waste your time. So, anyway.
That's right. Absolutely. Good luck with that. Post it anywhere you would like. Publish it. Get it across the globe.
Oh, I will. We will.
Because
I know you don't care. You know, you're gonna say you're not a scam company and all that. You know, this is not my first rodeo. I know. You know, don't worry.
Good luck with that, sir. Because
if you don't think it's a scam, then I guess you know you
have a good day.
You know.
Sir, please.
Please, what?
Have a good
What?
day.
Yeah. Okay. Hang up like cowards. You know it's a scam. All right. That's all right. I'm done talking to you now. Okay. There, he hung up now. Alright, so that was that. That was a really good call. That makes up for the call that I did a call. There's a reason why I haven't had a video on in a little while is I did a call the other day and the audio didn't record. I was so pissed. But I'm gonna still use that video and I'll upload that as well. I'm gonna do something different with it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. That was a fun call. Oh, excuse me. And like I said, everything that I found about the company I'll post publicly as usual. All the information should be in the description. You know how it works now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.